Hello everybody, this is 10 cents. I wanted to make you guys a tutorial video today on how to put together the locomotives in the Jazzlok train build pack. Um, Basically how you're going to make them is you'll need a Expression 2 chip, um, which you can get in Magnum's train pack, which is available from the Flatgrass Construct and Northern YouTube channel in a video on how to wire locomotives to use, and I'll link that video in the description so you can get the pack. But basically what you want to do is to find the engine or the locomotive you want. You're not going to go to this part of the Q menu because there's a lot of stuff that you won't be able to find in here. Instead, you're going to go down to Browse Add-ons, go down to Jazzlok Train Build Pack, and there you'll get all the models that are hidden from that part of the Q menu. So basically, once there, you can pick all the parts you need, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a GP10 for you guys, just because I saw someone say that Jazzy should make a GP10 not knowing that there's parts for it in the pack already. So you're going to spawn the base model, which in this case is a stripped down GP9, GP7, 9, 18, and 20 base. And I just like to keep everything precision. So what you're going to do is you're going to find, well, first off, actually a reference picture is always good to help you with your building. So you want to find just any clear picture of a GP10. This worked really well, actually. Nope. And then you're going to want to start finding the parts for it. So the E2 chip you're going to need is called Generic Flexible Holo, and again I'll link you to the video where you can get this pack. And basically what you want to do is you want to find the model that you need, and copy it to your clipboard in the browser menu, then right click, open up the E2 pad, and these two sections are the most important for filling this out. So you have your model, which is what the chip will spawn when you create it. The position, which is used for adjusting it and aligning it with the rest of the locomotive. The angle, which is what angle the object will spawn at, and the scale, which basically I just leave at this unless I need to make parts from, like, say, a GP unit fit on an SD unit. And then color and material, of course, and skins. So if you've been with train building community for a while, you know what those are. So just to let you see, when you spawn it, it'll spawn the model that you picked. Now it's important to note that they don't have any collisions, or collision models. It's just a hologram. So, oh, whoops. So it's important to realize that when you want to put something up on your the side of your locomotive. Alright, so to spawn in the model that you want, just basically click on the body of the locomotive. I prefer to have it centered so that you don't need to mess around with the I guess depending on which direction you're facing, it'll vary, but so basically we need to move this rest of the body up. So to do that, we're going to go to the chip, right click on it, and we're going to move it up. So this is the X value, Y value, Z value, and the same for the angle. Oh. So it's important to remember that depending on which way the chip is facing, will affect which way it moves. I think that is the one we want. Nope, I was wrong again. It'll take you a couple tries. Oh, maybe it. It was, but it was the wrong direction. I only learned how to do this just yesterday, so I figured I would make a helpful guide to help all the other people who have never really used holos to do modeling before. Alright, so that's the base on, and just to reduce the amount of lag, I like to parent them. You might not need to, but it makes me feel better. Nope. So now that we have the body on, the body and nose are usually the two easiest parts to get on. Of course, sometimes you have more intricate parts like doors missing, or the fuel tanks, or roof details like steam generator pipes, or winterization hatches, or fans. So I'll do the fans because I find those to be the easiest to explain. And these don't necessarily need to use holograms. You can just spawn in fans if you want, which is how I do it. Don't know if I'll be able to find a good roof shot of a GP10, but I'll just wing it. So, for the most part, if you're building something like a GP9, 18, 20, or an SD9, 7, 18, or 20, you're going to use the EMD 36-inch fans, and then I believe anything later uses the 48-inch or 48-inch fans. Not sure if they're inch, but oh well. Oh. So try your best to get it centered on the locomotive. And then you can almost flush with the body. And then the way I like to do it is I use a stacker. Come on. To make the fans, fans spread out. And then your fans need blades, so spawn one of these in. Precision, and then you can use precision alignment to line it up with the fan covering. And then, again, use stacker. If you're going to use the stacker, it's important to note that, It is important to note that whatever distance you spawned the second fan away from your original prop, you're going to want to add 5 to that. At least in my experience. So the fan coverings were 11 units apart. Now the fan blades will be 16. And then you can parent them both. And that should be, oh, well, that should do it for now. Ignore that little mess up there, but basically that's the basics of building a Jazzlok locomotive. Now, depending on how detailed you want your engine and how experienced you are with holo E2s, it could take you some time. So, for example, let me just do this. I just learned how to make these locomotives yesterday from recording this video, and it took me about maybe 4 to 6 hours to make. Come on, load up. To make this SD9, but that is because I put a lot of details into it. For example, I had to fill out all the gauges and buttons on the control panel and battery switch, and my poor attempt at making a EMD barrel control stand. But yeah, basically that's all it. So hopefully this has helped some of you out, and I look forward to seeing whatever you guys make later.